So here you have it. We're going to do our question and answer today. You know, just a chill day. Had a day off today, so said why not? Oh yeah. Also earlier I did a video on how to put this ponytail together. It's been all day, so child, honey, But this is my ponytail. Okay, let's get into the question and answers. Okay. So the first question, and thank you guys. I just wanted to thank everybody who submitted. It was so many questions that I could not get everyone. So we are going to do a second take of question and answer sometime soon within the next 2 weeks. Okay. So you guys can still submit your questions, whether it's hair care questions, beard questions, skin questions. Ask me. Okay. Okay. And if I don't know the answer, we can learn together. I'm gonna be all the way real with y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? So the first question that I thought was a very good and valid question from a king. He basically says, should he treat his beard like the hair on his head? Okay. To to a certain degree, yes, okay? When it comes to keeping your beard trimmed, no snag ends, keeping it moisturized, clean. Yes, because you have to do the same thing with your hair on your head, on your scalp. But when it comes to certain products, you can't use everything that you would use on your hair that's on your head on your beard, simply because the texture tends to be different. The texture on your beard tends to be more rough. The skin, in this area tends to be more sensitive. So even with the shampoos, that's why they have things such as beard wash, which you can purchase through goldengoddessllc.com. We have beard wash, but washing your beard 2 to 3 times a week, keeping it clean, putting in your oils to prevent your beard from flaking, itching, all of that good stuff. Okay, so you have to treat your beard a little differently, give it a little bit more tender, loving care. Okay, very good question, Kane. Very good question. So the next question we have here is, how do I grow my hair past shoulder length? Which is a very good question that a lot of women have. And it's a very valid question because sometimes our hair can get stuck, it seems like, at one steady length. Like even my hair, I'm just like, oh my God, I want to grow my hair out to my mom's length, which is, hers is to her butt. It seems like mine is taking forever. However, your hair growth depends on how, I'm gonna tell you guys this now, ladies, kings, everybody, listen. Your hair growth strongly depends on how you treat your ends, okay? Period. If your ends is messed up, if they dry, if they brittle, if you want to constantly put chemicals in your hair, dye your hair, um, putting too tight of protective styles. Protective styles are amazing, but if they're installed too much or wrong, it's defeating the purpose. It's your hair is a whole system, so you have to really look at every aspect of what you're doing to your hair physically, but not just physically. What type of vitamins are you taking? Basically, are you getting enough water? I drink more than enough water. Water is like basically the only thing I drink aside from orange juice occasionally or apple juice. Water as you get older is your best friend, okay? And it's really good to your skin, your hair. It's just good for your body. You need water, ladies. Like if you're not drinking water, what are you doing? You need your multivitamins. If you're taking care of yourself inside and out, your hair is going to grow. It's going to grow. It might take time. You have to be patient. It's like watering a plant. It has to grow, okay? Just be patient, but stay up on your daily trims. You have to make sure your scalp and your ends are not dry, and that's whether you use a cream, a oil. Make sure you're moisturizing your hair every other day minimum. If you have type 4 hair or 3B, C hair, you need to. You just have to have a regimen, stay with your regimen, and be consistent. Because if you're not consistent, you're never going to see results. It's like exercise. It's like anything in life. If you're not consistent with it, you're not going to progress. You're not going to see growth, okay? But very good question. I love that question, by the way. Thank you, goddess. So our next question is, how often should I wear protective styling? Another good question, Queen. Thank you. So basically, how often you should wear protective styling is based on how well you can keep your hair underneath your protective style. Okay? So your scalp, if like say for instance, you have to let your hair breathe. Let me just say that. I don't think personally, I don't think that no style should be in your hair for more than 2 to 3 weeks at a time, and that's pushing it. 3 weeks is pushing it. For one, you need to cleanse your scalp, okay, at least once a month. Cleanse your scalp. You need to moisturize your scalp on a daily basis, every day or every other day, okay? And I'm speaking to type 4 hair, okay? Type 3B and 3C and type 4 hair. I'm speaking to you guys, okay? It's a whole regimen that goes with it. So protective styling does help your hair grow because you're not manipulating your hair, you're not tugging at it, you're not, putting wear and tear on your hair. Basically, it's not getting snagged, it's not brushing against nothing, it's not, it has time to grow, okay? But you have to still take care of your regular hair, and your regular hair has to breathe, okay? Protective styles are awesome. So I would say, if you want to put your hair in a protective style once a month, you could do that. If you wanted to wear your hair 2 weeks, like say 2 to 2.5 weeks out the month in a protective style, and then let your hair breathe for a week or so, by all means you can do that. But just make sure you're deep conditioning, hot oil treatments, oiling your hair, cleansing your hair, all that. Make sure your routine is set in gold, because honey, if not, you're going to see a lot of shedding when you take out your protective styling, and your retention level, your hair growth is basically defeated at that point, okay? So if you're not taking care of your hair, y'all guys might think, oh, this is going to help my hair grow the longer I leave it in. No, because if your hair is dry underneath it there, or your scalp, it has too much buildup, it's too dirty, honey, it's nothing that's happening. You're just damaging your hair more, okay? So we have to get into that routine, that all because it's in longer does not mean your hair is going to grow longer, period, okay? So next question is, help, why is my hair always dry? So if you have type 4 hair, you might see that your hair tends to dry out faster, or be a little bit more kinkier, harder to comb through. You just have to find a regimen. My first thing that I realized, whether you like it or not, you need cream for your hair. Like whether shea butter, mango butter, any type of buttery cream is so good to add moisture to your hair, and then lock it in with oil. So there you go, ladies. You got the cream at goldengoddessllc.com, and you also got your hair oil there. Little plug, sorry. But no, seriously, you have to put in something heavier, moisture, because people think that oil is moisture. No, some oils can have moisturizing properties in them, but most oils locks in the moisture, okay? So you can use a cream, like say if you're having just extremely dry dull hair, you're going to want to add in that cream, okay? And brush it through your hair, massage it through your hair, and lock it in with oil, because the oil is going to help that moisture stay in, okay? So you just want to make sure you're doing that, and basically protecting your hair, okay? You can't be scared to be like, oh, I don't want my hair to be wet or whatever. It's not going to be wet, because your hair, if you have type 4 hair, it's going to soak it up eventually, okay? But you want to make sure you're putting in that moisture daily, especially if it's dry and you want to start seeing results, okay? So let's see here. How do I, let me see, I can't quite read my handwriting, sorry. How do I stop my beard from itching? So that all goes with the process of cleansing your beard first, 2 to 3 times a week or as needed. But every time you cleanse your beard, it is key, it is vital that you either use a beard cream and a beard oil right after, or you use a beard oil right after. One of the combination. Because you don't want to strip, your natural oils out and not replenish them. Even though my beard wash that I make, it has moisturizing properties in it as well. You still want to add in that, you want to lock in that moisture, like I was saying about your hair, you want to lock it in. So basically, that just keeping your beard moisturized and clean will cut down on the itching so much. Trust me, kings. Just keep it clean, keep it moisturized, and honey, you're gonna be glowing and looking good in no time, okay? So the last question that I'm going to do for today, and don't worry guys, like I said, we will be doing another round of question and answers because there was so many questions, so many good questions, and I want to just take the time out to thank you guys again for submitting your questions, okay? So the last one is, how do I stop excessive shedding? Honey, you looking at the shed queen. This hair, it grows fast, but it sheds so much on a daily basis to the point I'm like, is this normal? Like, I cannot stand how my hair sheds. And any little thing, if I'm stressed out, if I'm not drinking enough water, if I don't take my vitamins, my hair is going to show, it's going to shed. Because my body is so used to those things that, you know, to grow. So the number one thing which I formulated and came up with was a hair cream made, mainly from shea butter with other essential oils. Because especially during the wintertime, we just got out the winter. My hair was shedding. When it's cold outside, my hair gets drier, and basically it sheds. I cannot stand it. So what I basically did was just put a cream base, my cream that I formulated and made. I put my cream on my hair and locked it in with the oil at least every other day, literally every other day, just to keep my hair from, to minimize the shedding. And one thing I love and I swear by, massage your scalp, okay? Massage your scalp, ladies. 10 to 15 minutes every day. I'm telling you, every day. And your hair is just gonna grow like a wildflower. Like, it's gonna stay so thick. If you having issues with balding, any bald patches and bald spots, you're gonna want to massage your hair with your oil, okay? Massage it with your oil. 10 to 15 minutes a day. You're gonna start to see results in about, I'll say 4 to 5 weeks, but you have to be consistent. Consistency is key, okay? So I just want to thank you guys all for who submitted your questions once again. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys all stay blessed, you take care, and you stay safe. Ciao.